Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. US President Joe Biden has agreed to give Ukraine anti-personnel landmines, a move seen as an attempt to slow Russian troops who have been steadily advancing in Ukraine's east in recent months. The official, who was speaking on condition of anonymity, said such mines would be delivered soon and Washington expected that they would be used on Ukraine's territory. Ukraine was also committed to not using the mines in densely populated areas, the official said. Separately, the US State Department said it would close its embassy in Kyiv after it received specific information of a potential significant air attack. Jimmy Lai, one of Hong Kong's most influential pro-democracy figures, has testified in court for the first time in a national security trial that may see him sentenced to life in jail. The 76-year-old founder of the now defunct Hong Kong tabloid Apple Daily has been accused of colluding with foreign forces. But Mr. Lai told the court that he had never used his foreign contacts, which include ex-US Vice President Mike Pence and former Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen, to influence foreign policy on Hong Kong. Lai is already serving prison sentences for a range of offences for his alleged role in pro-democracy protests in 2019. US President-elect Donald Trump has picked former World Wrestling Entertainment CEO and his transition co-chair, Linda McMahon, as his nominee for Education Secretary.
There was something, wasn't there?
A longtime Trump ally, McMahon led the Small Business Administration during Trump's first presidency and donated millions of dollars to his presidential campaign. Trump has criticised the Department of Education and has promised to close it down, a job McMahon could be tasked with after Mr. Trump returns to the White House in January 2025.
Pennsylvania, we have one question.
Mr. Trump earlier chose Mehmet Oz, a celebrity doctor and former TV host, whose approaches have come under scrutiny, to lead the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Meanwhile, the president-elect joined Elon Musk in Brownsville in Texas to watch the 6th test launch of a SpaceX Starship spacecraft. Earlier this month, Mr. Trump chose Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to lead a new Department of Government Efficiency. Trump said the pair would act in an advisory capacity and that DOGE would not be an official government department. SpaceX was reattempting an operation where the rocket booster is caught in a landing dock on its return to Earth, which was achieved for the first time during Starship's 5th test flight. But due to an issue, SpaceX aborted the plan and the booster splashed down in the Gulf of Mexico after just minutes in the air. The prominent Ugandan opposition figure Kizza Besigye, who has contested and lost 4 presidential elections against President Yoweri Museveni, has appeared before a military court in the capital Kampala. He has denied charges that include the illegal possession of firearms and negotiating to buy firearms abroad. His appearance comes after his wife said he was kidnapped in neighbouring Kenya and sent back home, where he was being held in a military jail. Besigye was told during the military court hearing, held amid heavy security, that he would remain in custody until the 2nd of December. Mourners, including Liam Payne's One Direction bandmates and his girlfriend Kate Cassidy, have gathered to say goodbye at his funeral. Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, Niall Horan and Zayn Malik are among the family and friends who attended the private ceremony, which took place at a church in the home counties. Simon Cowell, who put the band together on the X Factor, was also pictured arriving at the service. Tributes were earlier left in his hometown, Wolverhampton. The 31-year-old died after he fell from a 3rd-floor balcony at the Casa Sur Hotel in Buenos Aires in Argentina in October. And snowfall has hit parts of Europe for the first time this year as temperatures dipped below 0 degrees. Here, a winter wonderland arriving in Bavaria in Germany. The first snow here also covering the Swiss Jura Mountains. And here, drone videos showing houses topped with a fresh layer of snow in the English town of Leek. Weather warnings forced almost 200 schools to close their doors in England. Temperatures are expected to dip significantly below the usual mid-November norms around Europe in the coming days. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.